Hi, everyone, and welcome to this micro lesson on the resource finder available on supportguide.org. My name is Carissa, and I'm a consultant with Solvera, and we are working on a project in collaboration with CDSS and RPB called the California Newcomer Project. And these micro lessons on a variety of topics are available for you to further your learning and training, and they are on our website, supportguide.org. All right, so you can see over here that we've gone to our website, supportguide.org. The resource finder is available on the main tab menu at the top, or if you scroll down where it says information and resources, you can also click that and it'll take you to the same place. We're going to go through the top to resource finder, click, and it'll take you to this page. The resource finder is a curated library. Think of it as the search engine on supportguide.org for everything except for providers themselves, because providers and agencies are listed under the provider directory. So on the resource finder, you'll find things like PDFs, toolkits, one-pagers, webinar recordings, micro lessons, and newsletters, and probably a few more things too. Some of it comes straight from Support Guide itself and from Solvera, and some of it comes from other trusted partners like Switchboard TA and the National Immigration Law Center, and a lot of other resources as well. So there are three specific ways I want you to think about using the resource finder. You can use it to learn, to research, and to engage. So let's walk through each one. So the first one is learning. On the resource finder page, you'll see a topic filter with around 18 different categories. So if we scroll down, we have our topics over here on the left sidebar. You'll find things here like housing and shelter, immigration, basic needs, health and wellness, and policy, taxes, and a variety of different other topics as well. So one of the first things you can do to learn through these resources is pick a topic you want to grow stronger in and filter it based on that and browse what's there. So if you want to look a little bit more about housing and shelter, if you click that topic, then you can see that it changed what was over here on the right, and it filters down the resources so that you can start browsing and learning a little bit more about housing. It's great for building your own knowledge before a client situation comes up and not just reacting to one. So for example, we can go again, unclick that. For example, you could filter it again to mental health and psychosocial. Once it does that, you can see it started to filter things, and the first thing on here is trauma-informed care, a primer for refugee service providers. If we click visit resource, it'll open it up to this resource itself, and you can engage with it there and increase your understanding of trauma-informed care, specifically for refugee service providers like yourselves. So we can scroll back down and unclick this. So the second thing that you can do with the resource finder is research. This is what you'll use when you're looking for something specific for a client who's in front of you right now, or somebody that you know you'll be meeting with that you're trying to answer a specific question for. So the best for section over here on the side under filters, the best for section allows you to start to filter for clients and community, resources that are good for everybody, resources that are specifically for government staff, and resources for service providers. You can also filter even further if we go down past topics to county and location. This narrows down to what is going to be relevant to where your client actually lives. If you combine both of those filters, for example, we want to look for resources that are good for clients and community, and we are going to look in Fresno, then it will filter the resources based on those two identifiers. This filter combination you'll reach for most when you're mid-conversation with a client or need something really quickly. And then finally, the third thing is to engage. The resource finder isn't just a one-way library. If we scroll up, you can look and see that you can add a resource to this resource finder. And if your agency has found something genuinely useful, you can add it for others. So what you'll do is you can click add a resource. And if you don't already, you would need to create a free account here, and you can click sign up, and what you'll do is add your email, and it's just a basic free account where you can add resources, or if you look at our provider directory micro lesson or webinar, you'll be able to engage a little bit further with a provider directory with that free account. So I already have an account, so I'll log in. And here you can see that I'll be able to now add a resource to the resource finder. So I can share the link, add a short description, click who it's best for, and what topic that it fits. The more providers like yourselves contribute to this resource finder, it reflects what the field actually needs, not just what one agency happened to find or what we think might be helpful. So this is a great place to engage and look for resources and then also share what is actually helpful to you every day. The resource finder, as well as all the tools on Support Guide, are available to you and are helpful to you for everyday uses. For example, maybe you're wanting to build your knowledge on a topic before a client asks you, or you've heard something in a staff meeting and you want to dive in further. Or maybe a client is in front of you needing something specific right now in their county, and you can filter the resources and find more. Or if your agency has a resource worth sharing with the wider network, we would love to have that on our resource finder. To recap, the resource finder gives you 3 ways to get even more out of Support Guide. Learn by filtering a topic, research by filtering for your audience and county, and engage by adding a resource of your very own. Thank you again for watching this micro lesson on a section about the Support Guide, the resource finder. Please go ahead and share your feedback with us. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now and share your feedback, your ideas, any suggestions. And I encourage you to check out additional guides and webinars on Support Guide. Thank you again for watching this micro lesson from Solvera, your partner in Impact.